About 13 miles from downtown Atlanta, welcome to Truist Park. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays going up against the Atlanta Braves. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Well, Singy, when you consider the top hitters' ballparks in the sport, this has got to be one of them.
I'll say this. Pitchers have to stay with their game. They can't look over their shoulder and think, I have to be fine and perfect on every pitch. Continue to pitch to your strengths, and you'll come out of here with a good outing.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And getting to start, Spencer Strider. And Singy, that may be his name, but the strikeout is his game.
Well, Boog, I can tell you've been working on that one, but yes, you are right. This guy's strikeout per 9, over 11. I mean, that's just getting it done. There are a lot of strikeouts in that other lineup, and when you look at what he's able to do, man, it's going to be a fun one to watch
Ball
today.
One, Nathan Lucas, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Ball two. Today in Major League Baseball, we honor one of the greatest players in the history of the game, Lou Gehrig. It started in 2021, and today throughout Major League Baseball, we raise awareness for ALS, the disease that claimed the life of the great Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig. When you think about the impact of Lou Gehrig on the world of sports, consider this. His number 4 was retired after he passed from ALS. It is the first number ever to be retired in all of professional sports. So effectively, let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
Check swing, he held up. Ball one. Personally, Lou Gehrig Day means a ton to me. I lost a close friend to ALS in 2007, Tim Sheehy. And you're talking about a disease that is 100% fatal. And the average lifespan for people diagnosed with ALS is just between 2 and 5 years. One of the other important pieces as far as raising awareness for ALS is that it is necessary to raise money not just for research but also for patient care. The average out-of-pocket cost for somebody with ALS is $250,000. 3-1 is on the way. And a payoff pitch. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Two down, nobody on. Sliced hard but foul. The 1-1. Right side, hard hit. Mateo sends it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. And now the Braves will get their first crack at it. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here in Atlanta, and the starter for Toronto, Adam Macko. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Ronald Acuna Jr., the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. And right back to the mound. Slings to first. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Huge sigh of relief.
Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. This is a ball club that can really slug. Lots of homers, lots of extra base hits. And, Chris, that, of course, a huge part of success in the standings for this group.
In today's game, hitting with power is essential, Boog. With pitchers throwing 95 and above, stringing hits together is hard to do. So home runs and extra base hits are crucial, and that's exactly what they've been doing.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Now, power is such a big part of the success that we see with the good teams in the league right now, and even in the postseason. Mako, 25 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2019. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. The underhand flip, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Now in for the Braves, Matt Olson. And ball one. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And on further review, it was a strike. Still 2 challenges left for them. The 0-1. That one is hammered right field. Carrying well. Out of here. A solo shot. The Braves score first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. When you're lacking velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run right there, manager doesn't have a lot of patience because the velocity's not there to overcome and get the swing and miss.
Hey. Yo, 1. Foul ball there. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Stays alive.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive. Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
This one in the air, right field. And it's foul, and the at-bat keeps going. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Backed off the plate that time.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Ground ball to the right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. That ends the inning. Braves get 1 on the big fly. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back at Truist Park, and now for the Jays, Kazuma Okamoto. Ball. The 1-0. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. The throw to first. 1 out in the 2nd.
Second baseman, Ernie Clement.
Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Makes the grab, and there's 2 out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Jesus Sanchez in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Fouled off left side. Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
That's ball 2.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That one almost got him. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Got him swinging for the K. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Blue Jays go down in order. They're down 1-0. We head to the bottom of the second. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Mauricio Dubon. That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1. That clips the corner. That one inside. Look out.
Ball 3.
Swings and sends a rocket to right. 1 away.
Batting 6th, third baseman, Austin Riley.
Well, it's clear they're struggling with pitch selection today. Swinging at off-speed stuff off the plate. They need to be more patient and wait for the right pitch, not just the next pitch.
That one way inside. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2-2 now. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
Really good, hard bite to that breaking ball for the strikeout right there. I mean, he was able to bury it down below the zone, and that's throwing the pitch with conviction. Good thing for the pitcher, he's not going to miss in the zone, and that's where you get hurt. Excellent execution with 2 strikes. That could be a big weapon for him in this start.
2 down, bases empty. Jorge Mateo now. Close,
Nope.
but called a ball. And that's ball 1.
It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
And the strike call will stand. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Good job to fight that one off. And he grounds one to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Jays, Charles McAdoo.
Ball 1.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Mateo sends it to first. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
Batting 8th, shortstop, Andres Jimenez.
Let's go, Spencer. Oh, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Check swing, but he went too far. And it's 0-2. This one in the air, center field. Harris in position. And there are 2 down.
Batting 9th, catcher,
Brandon Valenzuela next up for the Blue Jays. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Nope. Outside.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. Pretty nice play there. 9 straight retired here to start the game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. As we go to the last of the 3rd. Now in for the Braves, Ha-Sung Kim.
Hey!
The 0-1. Ripped, but it curls foul. Oh and 2 now. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Line drive. One down.
Batting ninth, catcher Chadwick Trump.
Ball, that's out.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Out there to center. Varsho under it. 2 down.
Up next for the Braves, right fielder Ronald
Back to the
Acuna
leadoff spot in the
Jr.
Braves lineup. Now it's the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. Grounded out his first time.
Aye.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Two down, nobody on. Just missed.
0-2 count, you got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
The 1-2. Goes down looking. And the Braves go down quietly, but they're on top 1-0. Start of the fourth. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Nathan Lucas.
Well, these Blue Jays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Outside, that's a ball.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
The 1-2.
That's ball 2.
Well, clearly not too happy with the call there. Thought he caught the top of the zone, and you could pretty much read his lips saying, that's not up.
Struck him out looking.
Oh, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
Ball, that's in.
The Jays yet to pick up a hit here. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Makes a nice running catch. Out number 2.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Varsho in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And that drops in for a strike. Stays alive. Popped up. Strider. And that'll do it. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Bottom of the fourth, now in for the Braves, Michael Harris the second.
Michael Harris the second.
Just off the inside edge.
You know, these Braves showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Up next for the
And
Braves,
here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Matt Olson.
Like I said, his pitch count is high, so I got to expect they'll be turning to their bullpen sooner than they had hoped.
Aye.
One now. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Varsho under it. 2 down.
Up next for the Braves, designated hitter, Ozzie.
And here
Albies.
comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat.
Hey.
Albies in his 9th season, 29 years old, and he's a native of Curacao. That one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Braves are set down 1-2-3, but they lead it 1-0. New inning getting started, and now for the Jays, Kazuma Okamoto.
Well, these Jays, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Swings through that.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
In the air to left center, Dubon should have this one. And there's one away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, second baseman, Ernie Clement.
Ball.
The 1-0.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Next offering misses. 3 balls, no strikes.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
And ball 4 there. Tying run is on base.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
So up next for Toronto, Jesus Sanchez. Struck out swinging his first time. That
Nope.
One misses. That's 5 straight.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Can't find it here. That's 6 straight balls. Tying run is at first, and we're at the top of the 5th. Fastball for a strike. Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge, and the strike is overturned after review. They'll keep both their challenges. That one lifted to left. Dubon on the move. He's got it. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, first baseman, number 0.
Pitch misses. Ball 1. Clement leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Inside, just missed. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Got him looking. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. He's through 5 without allowing a hit. It's the Braves 1 and the Jays nothing. We head to the bottom of the 5th. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Mauricio Dubon. Hard ground ball, base knock. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Up next for the Braves, third baseman, Austin Riley.
Blue Jays bullpen with some action. Yariel Rodriguez, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Fluhart also getting ready. The lefty, the 1-0. That one ripped, but foul.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does. And you're tied up.
That's a ball.
That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. And that's a foul ball. That one is absolutely belted. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul.
Well, they gave that one a pretty good ride down the line, but it hooked just foul down in the corner. That could have been an easy double if it stayed fair.
The ground, and that's a fair ball. Lead runner around second. Throw into third. He's in there.
Up next for the Braves.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Jorge Mateo next up for the Braves. He's 0 for 1. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Lifted in the air. Left field. Pretty well struck. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags from third. Save. And they add to their lead as the run scores from third.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher. He had a talk with me, and I don't know if I ever missed a cutoff man again.
Fouled off down the right side. And the 0-1. Foul ball there.
Ball 1.
Gets under it and pops it up. Clement under this one. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Braves, catcher Chadwick.
Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Chadwick Trump. Flied to center his first time. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Clement. And that is that. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 5 innings complete. It's the Braves 2 and the Jays nothing. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. And now, Andres Jimenez.
Shortstop, Andres Jimenez.
Come on, Braves. Come on, Braves.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Let's go, Spencer.
The 0-2.
Ball. Ball 2.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Come on, Spencer.
Hey!
Here comes the 0-1.
That's a ball.
Swing and a miss.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
He goes down looking.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Nathan Lucas digs in now. The Blue Jays hitless so far in the game.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going. He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Fights it off, he'll see another. The 2-2 on the way. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back. Off the wall, and the no-hit bid is over. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Well, there goes the dream of the no-hitter. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
That breaking ball drops in for a strike. Two outs and one in scoring position.
Ball.
Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking, foul ball.
That was a nice bid right there to try to tie up this ball game. Just couldn't keep it from bending foul. He looked locked in on that swing. Pitcher better be careful with him right now.
That one to first, and it stays fair. Headed for the plate. In comes the run from second. Tag, but he's in there.
He's safe.
Well, back within one as he brings home the run. And another big at bat coming up here. Looking for a way to get that tying run across with 2 outs.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. Right through there for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Robert Suarez getting ready to go. Lee, the lefty, warming up as well. In the dirt to third. Tag, save. He's into third on the wild pitch.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
Pitch gets away. And the runner holds. Two now. And that one is lifted in the air. Harris has a beat on it. And that's the third out. Blue Jays get a run on this double by Vlad Jr. And this is now a 2-1 ball game.
Now pitching for
Back
Toronto,
now for the bottom of the
number
6th,
29,
and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Yariel Rodriguez.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Leading off for the Braves, right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Pitch
Ball,
misses
that's in.
inside. Ball 1. And
Nope,
another ball.
Inside, ball 2.
That's in there. Strike 1. Swing and a miss at a slider. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. A solo shot. And they add on. It's 3-1. Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
Check swing, and he went 0-1. Next offering is fouled back.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
0-2 now. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Braden Fisher preparing to come on if needed. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the bottom of the 6th.
Ball 2.
Got him looking for the K. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Tremendous job of bringing that ball back over the plate. He gets just enough of it to get the call. And tell you what, as a hitter, it starts out of the zone. It looks really far away. And for it to catch the outside corner, you just have to tip your cap to the pitcher.
Here's Matt Olson down. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here. Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage. Well, they gave up the home run earlier in this inning, not pitching as aggressively here.
That's inside. And that's ball 3.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate where this guy could do some real damage.
That's ball 4. Tried another
Ball 4.
fastball, but missed the spot.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone. And bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
right to the backstop. Olsen into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
Runner at second here, one gone. And that one goes straight to the backstop. Fires to third. In there safely. Olsen up to third on the wild pitch.
Well, he's got nobody to blame but himself. With one out, a runner on third can come home all sorts of ways now. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
Here's a 1-2. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Comes through with the RBI. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
One out man at first. Here's Mauricio Dubon. Inside and it hit him.
Got him. Right there.
Up next for
There
the
comes the
Braves,
skipper out of the dugout,
third
and
baseman,
he's ready to make the move. Yariel Rodriguez
Riley.
will depart, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
New
Toronto,
pitcher on here,
number
Mason
68,
Fluhardt.
Mason
Just trying to
Fluhardt.
keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Ozzie flying around third. In comes the run from second. Now to tag at third, and they got him.
That's heads-up play right there. The outfielder knowing he has no shot at the runner at home, so comes up trying to cut that runner off at third and does a really nice job. Got to appreciate that.
Jorge Mateo getting ready to hit. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. That is the inning. 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 a solo shot. We're through 6 full. It's the Braves 5 and the Blue Jays 1.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back. We're in the
Braves,
7th. We have a new
number
pitcher on the
43,
mound, Anthony Molina. He's making his second appearance of the season.
leading off for Toronto, third baseman Kazuma Okamoto.
Nope. Outside.
Hard hit left side. That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
Up next for the Blue Jays, second baseman Ernie Clement.
Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1. The Braves leading by 4 here in the top half of inning number 7. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Here's a 1-1. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Outside low, and a count now even up. Out towards right center field. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Blue Jays, right fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
So up next for Toronto, Jesus Sanchez. Two down, nobody on.
Ball 1.
So now 1-2. Throw sails over his head at first. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
That's a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
The 0-2.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
This one in the air. And that is that. Blue Jays held in check. They're down 5-1. Bottom of the 7th. Now in for the Braves. Ha-Sung Kim.
Ha-Sung Kim.
Hey.
On the ground to third. Zips it to first. Awesome play there.
Up next for the Braves, catcher Chadwick Trump.
Fluharty, a 6'2 southpaw, 24 years old. He's one of the few Major League Baseball players born in the state of Delaware. Gets a piece and stays alive. Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's a 1-2.
Ball. That's inside.
Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Three-two now. That one hit to right. Sanchez settles under this one. 2 away.
Up next for the Braves, right fielder.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Mason Fluharty gives way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
On the mound now, Braden
number
Fisher.
63.
He's throwing the ball
Braden
very
Fisher.
well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
Acuna in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Two down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the seventh. The other way, and he beats the shift. So a two-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Braves, center fielder Michael Harris II.
Up the middle, Jimenez flips it, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Braves strand one. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Back in Atlanta, Truist Park, ready to begin the eighth. Here's Andres Jimenez. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Up next for the Blue Jays, catcher Brandon Valenzuela.
Pitch misses there. Ball one.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Here's a 1-1. Fly ball down the line, and that's a foul ball. Up the middle, and that chance handled. One at second, over to first, but he beats it.
Up next for the Blue Jays, left fielder Nathan Lucas.
Back to the top of the order. Now at the plate, Nathan Lucas. 1 for 3. There's a strike. Valenzuela, the base runner at first with one out. And a breaking ball misses outside.
That's ball two.
Hit in the air, center field. Makes the grab.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the designated hitter Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Ball, that's low.
The Jays down by 4, and we're in the top of the 8th. Splits the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That ends the frame. One left for Toronto. They're down here 5-1. On to the bottom of the 8th. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Matt Olson.
You know, these Braves, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've launched 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
That's way outside. Ball 3. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Payoff pitch. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
That one outside. Ball 1.
Ball inside.
And another ball. Here's a 3-0. And that's ball 4.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate, but as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
And that one did find the strike zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Draws the walk there.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
So man aboard, Mauricio Dubon. Next up for the Braves. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Caught him looking for the K.
Up next for the Braves, third baseman.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Braden Fisher out of the game, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for
New
Toronto.
pitcher now for the Jays, number 62.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
And that one up and in. Look out.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
That's ball 2.
Got him. That's out number 3. One left for Atlanta. They're up 5-1.
Now pitching. For
We're
the
back. It's the
Braves,
top of the ninth.
number
And there's a new pitcher on the
72.
mound. Didier Fuentes.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Here's the center
Leading off for
fielder,
the Blue
Dalton
Jays,
Varsho.
center fielder,
0 for 3 in
Dalton
this
Varsho.
one.
Ball.
And the 1-0. Line drive, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big
Up
part of
next
the
for
field.
Blue
Man, there are a
Jays,
lot
third
of hits
baseman,
there.
Kazuma Okamoto.
That's a ball.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Into center. Harris after it. And he makes the catch.
Up next for the Blue Jays, second baseman Ernie Clement.
One out man at first. Ernie Clement now at the plate.
Ball, that's too high.
The 1-0.
Curveball
Inside
kind
ball.
of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
Let's do it, Braves!
Here's a 2-0. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Two now to 22. Now there's a bullet down the line. Fair ball. Varsho around third. Relay throw home, but it's offline. It's 5-2.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Didier Fuentes won't go any further, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for the
Raisel
Braves,
Iglesias
number
comes on trying to
26.
close it out.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
On the ground, out to short. Throw on to Olsen. Blue Jays have just one out left here.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
So it's their last chance in this one. Charles McAdoo next up for the Blue Jays. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
The Blue Jays down to their final strike.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Man at second. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. One-two now. Cut on and missed, struck him out, and that's the ball game.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.